I know for a lot of people, summer is usually a favorite season, but it is surprisingly the hardest season for me. The land where we dwell has incredibly high temperatures, usually reaching 90 degrees Fahrenheit by 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and long, humid summers that seem to last for a very large portion of the year. My soul thrives in autumn and winter, in crisp air piercing my lungs. Summer feels heavy, just as heavy as the humidity bearing down on my lungs and skin. It has been an extra hard summer this year for our family. Both of our little ones have been struggling with sleep. The intensity of the first year postpartum is wearing on my husband and I, and our hearts are working through some painful things. We are weary, yearning for cool air, yearning for rest, yearning for healing. But the other day, I sat and looked at my son, and I just started weeping as a flood of emotion ran over me. I could not believe that he was already over 8 months old, that the newborn days have been long gone, and where did they even go so quickly? And how I wish I could have held those days tighter, drawn them out to have them last so much longer. I thought of my daughter, who is such a big girl. 5 is just around the corner for her, and I wept more for all the time that is gone that I won't ever get back. I wept for the loneliness that my heart feels right now, wishing for the kind of village that I had in past seasons. I wept about how I cannot give to my son absolutely all of my attention, love, and energy because he is not my only child, and how I want to give both of my children so much more of me, yet how I also feel completely emptied out every day. Through all the tears, my son smiled and just stared at me, wonder in his eyes, and I pondered what an immense honor to be the recipient of this pure, beautiful, unconditional love that my little ones give me. As my emotions evened out and my tears slowed down, I ended my reflection by remembering that we won't ever get this season back, and I want to find joy in all the little moments, even amidst the hardship. Even as our bodies wait in longing for cooler days and more sleep, and how I really have the greatest, deepest honor to be the favorite person of these little humans. It certainly won't always be that way. They will grow and they won't call for mama all day and night. I'll get more sleep, but I will miss their tiny hands and little voices waking me in the night, calling me to get up, to hold, to comfort, to sing, to kiss, to give it all when I feel like I have nothing left. Summer, you are a heavy one for me, but I know there has been so much for me to learn within this heat, within the arms of this weary season. I am learning that even though community looks different for us in this season than it has in the past, and even though my closest friends are in a different state or across an ocean, loneliness is actually a beautiful gift because it gives me the opportunity to lean more on Jesus and to deepen my relationship with him as I learn to rely on him, talk to him more, listen in stillness. Is it hard not to have the sort of village that I had in the past? Yes. Does it hurt to be away from my parents, siblings, nieces, and nephews? Absolutely yes. But in my loneliness and exhaustion, I have the very best place to turn to, the very best arms to fall into, arms that will give me comfort, love, security, and strength. I am also learning to surrender to this season, to the heat. Even though it feels all-consuming, I am trying to take deep breaths when I am outside and let the warmth sink into my skin, even though my initial feeling is to feel completely overwhelmed by the heat and the scorching sun. Life goes in seasons, and I know this isn't our forever home. One day, I'm sure we'll be back in cooler climates, but this is where we are right now, and there is so much beauty here that I can easily miss if I'm leaning into discontentment instead of choosing to find joy, even amidst all of the uncomfortableness. I am learning to soak up the tiny moments of summer, walk through the neighborhood after dinner once the sun is hidden behind the trees, sit on the porch in the shade and paint with my daughter while our little boy naps, walk to the mailbox to gather the mail at 9 at night to have a moment alone and admire the darkening sky. I can feel overwhelmed and anxious by all the tasks and the weariness of this season and the heat of this season. Or I can choose to be extremely grateful for all the beauty and messy chaos of this beautiful life. And look, there are glimmers of joy and hope in the full belly laugh of my son, the graceful dancing of my daughter, and the gentle touch of my husband's hand against my skin after the sun has gone down and we have given all we can. Autumn will soon come and bring its coolness and calmness, but as I wait for the turning of seasons, I am ready to continue to be taught by both the heaviness and the beauty of summer. So thank you, summer. You've taught me a lot. And hopefully next year I can enjoy you just a tiny bit more.